Alright guys, so if you've seen my other videos, you know, maybe you know, I take a lot of different Bluetooth headsets and I take a look at them, and some I like better than others. These, I actually got lucky. I got a black color set. They actually come in, I think, 4 different colors total, but the color is shipped out randomly. Maybe they'll change that in the future, but that's one of my only real major complaints. The other is, we'll go ahead and get the complaints, the bad, out of the way so we can get to the good. You see how these are shaped? Now, I love this ear hook. Super soft, super comfortable. It does a pretty good job, actually does a very good job of noise isolation, so I don't hear a lot of sound from the surrounding me. So that's really, really nice. But you see how they are designed, so they go over into your ear, and then this part comes out here, and then you've got this sort of odd shape. This doesn't hurt my ear, it doesn't hit my ear, doesn't come into contact with it, but I personally think it looks a little odd. So when I'm wearing this, it makes my voice echo inside my head, so that's a little weird. It stays put really well, and I like that a lot, but I feel like it's way out here. I feel like they're huge in my ears. Now, I don't know how silly this looks, but I think it looks a little bit silly. So not a huge problem, but a little bit on the large side. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out. It actually stays in your ear really, really well. So if you're going to be working out or whatever with these, you don't have to worry too much. Sorry. You don't have to worry too much about that. The bass on these is really, really nice. So if you're into bass, that's a great option as well. It has a relatively small inline control over here, which a lot of times with these, they can be quite large and they can be quite heavy. So this one doesn't have that issue. Now, these are not magnetic, so they're not gonna, like, you know, lock together when they're hanging around your neck. So that's something to consider, because a lot of times that's a factor and people are looking for that. But if it's not something you care about, it's not really a negative. But I did want to make sure I mention that so people don't mistakenly think that they are. But like I said, the inline controls is a lot smaller on this. That may appeal to a lot of people. They do include a micro USB charging cable. It takes a couple of hours, about 2 hours or so to charge. And then afterwards, you've got about 400 hours of standby. Sorry, I got a haircut recently, so this hat thing is just feels weird. Okay. Alright. So, anyway, 2 hours charging, about 6 hours of use. The higher the volume, the lower the actual use time. That's pretty much the factor with all Bluetooth headsets. It does come with some additional tips in case you want to change out for a different size, and it does come with a user guide. So it's not a whole lot to it, though. You know, you have your volume and your multi-function button. You can turn it off and on, play, pause, you know, calls are handled. Everything right there. You have your microphone, and then on the actual headset itself, which is also a little bit different because a lot of times it's on this, you have your charging port, which is covered, so you don't have to worry about that. So, but yeah, these, like I said, this part right here is, I believe it's silicone, and it's super soft, so it's very, very comfortable. But the way it tucks into your ear, it really locks these in. And then it has, I don't know what you want to call it, like a skirt of sorts, this lip or skirt over the actual earbuds. And what that does is it just fills your ear canal so well, and it's sort of angled to channel it into your ear. So like I said, noise isolation really good with these. So if you're into bass, or you want it to be loud and you don't want to hear a lot of extra noise and a lot of excess sound from around you, these are a good option for that. The thing really does come down to the color you end up with, and being a random color, that's gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings when they get the color they don't want, possibly. But other than that, it is a nice headset, something you should definitely check out. Read some of the other reviews, find out what they have to say about it. I don't think there's really much else that I have to say about this. Yeah, I don't really think there's much else I have to say about it. It works. It does what I want it to do. There is room for improvement. They could make it where it's not quite so large. I guess because the battery is probably housed inside of the headphone as opposed to the inline control. That would be maybe why it is larger. But check out the other reviews via the link below. Find out more about it. Maybe it's something that interests you. Thank you.